a lot of times when we are having conversations with people who we feel need to take responsibility for their actions, we have come to that decision already. So it is easy for us at the start of that conversation to sit down and say, we need to talk about what happened, and ask someone to take responsibility for their actions right at the beginning of the conversation. Here's the issue. At the beginning of the conversation, their resistance is at the highest. So if we ask them to take responsibility here, we're running into a prepared defensive position, and all we're going to do is add more stress to this conversation. Believe it or not, and this may be counterintuitive, what we do is we move for people to take responsibility for their actions at the end of the conversation, not the beginning. And believe it or not, we allow them to make excuses in the beginning of the conversation. For all of you who get bent out of shape, me too by the way, when somebody makes an excuse for their actions, they're giving you exactly what you need. Because what they don't expect you to do is to look at them and say, okay, and start talking about the excuse. And then when you start talking about the excuse and working it back to their actions or lack thereof, now they're to a point where the excuse has been unpacked. All they can do is take responsibility for their actions. It's an entirely different path to take. And people might say, well, that sounds like it takes longer. Maybe 5 or 10 minutes. But that's 5 or 10 minutes that we're not fighting, we're not arguing, and we're not participating in trench warfare.